In a social media video, shows that the election of the Sierra Leone Bar Association had some serious issues and controversies, which led to two of the contestants and other members of the bar to feel aggrieved about the process. The two presidential aspirants, Wara Seri Kamal and Augustine Soyi Sememara, had in a statement said the election was never conducted, voter lists were never verified, and among other things. Wara Seri Kamal said they made efforts before the election to have a meeting with the Sierra Leone police, the outgoing executive, and also an application was made to the court, of which all went in different ways.
And the accountability of the electoral process. Our actions included 1, court applications. Solicitors for Julian Cole, Wara Seri Kamal, and Joy Precious Bayo filed applications in court. Court refused all of those applications. Second is we raised security concerns through 2 letters addressed to the Inspector General of Police. We requested a meeting with the Sierra Leone Police to discuss and address security concerns ahead of the conference. Those requests fell on deaf ears. The meeting were not granted. Proposed meetings. We, Augustine Mara and myself, through letters addressed to the outgoing president of the bar, Ms. Swallow, the president said she was too busy and she declined to meet with us.
But what are the issues that surround the elections in Kenema and their position? Augustine Soyi Sememara speaks on them.
It is with great disappointment that we address the series of undemocratic maneuvers orchestrated by the association's directors, manipulation of voter lists. It was evident from the outset that the integrity of the voter list was compromised. Unlawful agenda changes, imposition of a returning officer, the purported appointment of Francis Kaifala, purportedly acting as electoral commissioner, undermined the very democratic processes we seek to uphold. Under the watchful eyes of Francis Ben Kaifala, we are able to mysteriously generate amongst them the total of 560 votes for Tuma Jabi in the purported election. Aggrieved members of the Sierra Leone Bar Association take the following positions: that the executive purportedly selected at the AGM in Kenema does not represent the will of paid-up members of the Sierra Leone Bar Association. We do not recognize them as duly elected. We shall explore all legal means to ensure that an election of directors of the association consistent with democratic standards is held as soon as possible. When in fact the time slated for registration and arrival of members was 12 to 1 p.m., was a calculated move to disenfranchise colleagues who were traveling from Bo and Freetown and whose movement had been largely blocked by a truck on the Bo-Kenema highway. Because no election was conducted. We're not asking for a rerun because no election was conducted. It's that we shall also explore all accountability measures against all those who were complicit in the sham electoral process. The amendments of the agenda to commence voting prematurely at exactly 12 p.m.
In a press release by past presidents of the bar condemning the act of violence in the election in Kenema, while they also call for another election within a short period of time, which they believe will close the gap of the division in the bar. Joseph Fitzgerald Kamara is a past president of the bar.
That we are very much dissatisfied with the outcome and we are calling for an annulment, and it is not about any particular camp or any particular candidate. All we care about at this point is the ethics of the bar, the integrity of the bar, and the well-being of the bar. We as seniors at the bar, we are trying to see how we can pull the curtains together, how we can bring people into one umbrella and address these issues. And one way to address this issue is to go back, conduct an AGM, have a free and fair elections held, that people will get their votes recognized and the valid votes will be counted and will choose their leader. We are ashamed, embarrassed. Yes, we are. We hope it shall never happen. In my 33 years of practice, it has never happened. We've never seen this. And we believe that in the course of time, we will reclaim the bar, we will raise the voices of the bar, and we all will be at one and do what is right and is expected of the legal profession.
After the said incident for members of the bar in Kenema, the general public have had close eye on what will be the next step of the Bar Association. Shikobo Hamid Saleh, AYV News, Freetown.